Breeders' Cup Classic, great race, um, tremendous betting score, and but very very difficult to handicap. Now, before I start, I've mentioned this before, but I want to say it again. When you look on my sheets, underneath each video, you'll have my selections: the A, the B, and the C horse. I'm factoring in my sheets, and I'm factoring in information I'm getting from a couple other sites, uh, especially Thorograph and the PPs. So I'm factoring all of that into my final selections. The win bets are going to come from the A horses. The exactas and doubles are going to come from the A and B horses. And if you're looking to play trifectas or larger serial wagers, then you probably need to look at the C horses as well and see if any of those are worth using. I'm trying to give you as much information I can to help you. Obviously, you got to make your own decisions and look at the races yourself. This race, every horse has a negative, and I'll go through that. And I kind of ended up landing on one that I'm going to bet by process of elimination. But first of all, Tiz the Law. I really like this horse. I think his Travers was unbelievable, and if he runs back to that Travers, I think he can win this race. He then ran a solid race in the Kentucky Derby, but he wasn't his absolute best, and now he's getting a lot of rest and coming into this race, probably capable of running back to that Travers. So I think this horse is legit, gets the A+ score, $26 of value, and I got a little emotional bias. I'd love to see this horse win. Now the other horse that I like is Tom's de Tot. Tom's de Tot has been firing good numbers for a long time. Improves here from 11 to 5.1 on best odds. Figures to get the trip as well. And really had a legitimate excuse in his loss to Improbable. Probably doesn't lose that race if he gets a better start. Now, there are some knocks. First of all, this horse is quite old. Old horses typically don't win this race, although this is a very lightly raced older horse. The other thing is this horse has never won at 10 furlongs, although there's no reason for me to think that this horse can't go 10 furlongs. They made the same comments about Ghost Sapper, and Ghost Sapper had no problem going 10 furlongs. So I think Tom's de Tot, and he's got a great price here. Don't know what the odds will actually be, but looks like there's some value. And with Tiz the Law at 3-1, it's not so great. Maybe that'll go up. But I know a lot of people love this horse, so I doubt it. Then you got the 3 Baffert horses. And again, I've said it before, Baffert's got a lot hanging over his head. We'll know by now how he's doing, but typically he doesn't do well in Kentucky during the Breeders' Cups. And now he's got this drug thing hanging over him. And that drug thing should definitely hurt Maximum Security, who probably, even though I really like this horse, probably was helped with Service's drug use. And now he's not getting the same drugs under Baffert. He's not doing quite as well. And that figures to affect him here. Although I got to tell you, I love that horse, and his odds probably go up. Improbable has a history of bad starts, which could cost him in this race. We'll see. And Authentic is the speed, but Authentic will have to deal with Maximum Security, his stablemate. They're going to have to decide who goes first. And this horse, Global Campaign, is going to run up there early. So there should be a little bit of pace, and Authentic's not going to have it as easy. And Authentic's coming out of a very, very hard Preakness. And we'll see what effect that had on Swiss Skydiver a couple races ago, and that should factor into our decision of how well we think Authentic's going to come out of it. Tacitus, I really think, is overrated. I don't see how Tacitus beats any of these 5 horses. And then I'll just make a comment. Higher Power is getting some support from Thorograph. They think he's rounding into form and could run a top race at big odds. But again, I don't know how Higher Power wins, but maybe Higher Power could get into the exotics. By my standards, love this horse. Hard knocking, good performing horse, but I think it's a notch below the best in here. So I'm gonna play it Tom's the Tot with Tis the Law on top. Probably depending on the odds, going with Tom's the Tot, and then underneath, I rank the Baffords 8, 9, 10. But it's a very, very interesting classic, and let's cash a big one here. Thanks, and good luck on the Breeders' Cup.